Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you guys. How you guys doing? We're going live on all front here, so bear with me 1 second. Okay. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Happy New Year. Super excited for you guys, okay? Happy to be here. Want to share with you guys a beautiful, beautiful sunset here on the beach. So that's why I'm out here. Won't be out here for long because it's pretty cold. No, it's actually not. It's California, so it's not cold at all. But um, that's why we're here. So there you go. Sunset on the beach, baby. It's a dream come true. What's up, Carolyn? Good to see you guys. Please turn on your camera. Happy New Year. Good to see you, Monique, Eric, Sharon, Vicky. All right. Anybody else? Please turn on your camera. I would love to connect with you personally. And this is the real Dr. Chau. It's not Dr. Chau AI, right? So we are here. What is your New Year's goal? Dreams? Put it down in the chat. What do you want to accomplish this year? Who here excited about the new year? I know I am. All right. Let's make it happen. Okay. Without vision, people perish. So, what is your vision for your new year? Put it down, guys. Put it down. Declare it. Own it. Publicize it. Manifest it. What do you want to call it? The biggest thing, beast mode. I love that. Yes, Eric. Okay. The biggest thing is write down your vision as if it's already happened. Okay. In past tense. Okay. Or in present tense. Never in the future tense. Never say I will, I'm going to. No, I am doing this. I am having this. This is my life. Make it vivid as possible, like a movie. That's the biggest thing. All right, Tobo Billionaire. I love that. Okay. And my team, I have a couple of students might be joining us. Look out for Rebecca and also Spencer. If they join, let me know. Awesome. Let's go, Carolyn. See? Specific, measurable, and you are making it. That's right. Right? You are, right? It's not you going to, you are. It's not you trying. There's no try. You want to. No, there's no one. Of course you want to, but I am, you know. I am so happy and grateful now that we live on the beach. We walk my beautiful wife every day, and we, do all this stuff. All this stuff, it didn't just happen. I spoke this, I visualized this for a long time. Okay, a long time. So do that, right? Do that for you, your family. Marcelino, good to see you. iPhone, good to see you. Lisa, good to see you. Maybe rename you so I know your name. All right. So we're gonna talk about corporate housing today. I know you guys, that's why you're here, okay? But the most important thing that we're gonna be talking about also is your mindset, because without that, nothing else matters, right? Why did we become the number one corporate housing coaching mentorship company, insurance company in America? Because 80% of it is mindset. 80% of your success is mindset, like my billionaire Tony Robbins have taught us. Okay. So with that, guys, what is your who are you doing this for as well? Because you're gonna do more for other people than you do for yourself. And also put down the chat, what's your biggest challenge? So I want to know your biggest challenge. So that's why I'm here to help you solve, right? So all I ask for in exchange for our time and the whole team here, take a lot to put this event for you, and it's absolutely free. I'll put away your credit card. There's nothing to sell for you, right? It's absolutely free. It's a way to give back to the community. That thank you for following me for all this time. So, but if I don't know, if you don't be transparent with me, I can't help you, right? So, what is your biggest challenge that stopping you from getting financial freedom? Cash flow. Amen. Cash flow equal freedom. Write that down, right? Cash flow equal freedom. Okay. Without cash flow, there's no freedom, right? You can have like a bunch of houses, but you upside down, or you don't have the cash flow to cover the rental. And what's the point, right? Very good. Finding the companies that have the corporate account. Exactly. Right on the head. That's right. That is the $1 million question, right? How do you find the corporate clients? How do you retain them? Okay. We're gonna go over that today. What else? Show them you have the property. Yes. If you don't have property, how do you show them? Right? Why would people listen to you if you don't have the property? You don't have the track record. Very good point. We're gonna go over that. We're gonna have that answer for you too. So stay tuned. What else? Finding clients how to structure leases. Okay. Oh, finding the client. Yes. How to find a client. We're gonna go over that and how to structure your lease. Great question. Because if you do the wrong structure, it could be you should be making 20, 30,000 from this deal. Instead, you lose 10,000. You're negative, right? What's the point? A lot of Airbnb people I've been talking to, they have their own Airbnb and they're like, I'm making, I don't know how much I make. I don't know what my profit and loss is. I'm just kind of work at it. Okay. So I started helping them and it's happened that they kind of just break even most of the time. So if you break even in your business, it's like you've been working for free. All right. And also, if you don't know, you don't know, you're actually losing so much potential. So I saw one of a big, like very successful man went on stage one time. He wrote on the board $1 million. He asked the lady in the front row, how much are you making? She said 50,000. So he said that by you not knowing what I know, you are losing out on $950,000 a year, every single year by not knowing what I know. Right? That's it. It's called the biggest cost is the cost of ignorance, right? So think about that, guys. Think about that, right? Okay. Biggest question of finding, okay, how to structure the leases. Yeah. My challenge is nominees work LLC, big city, capital. Yeah, 50 minutes. I was afraid of such releases probably that far away. Okay, I created my LLC because it's a big city in New York capital. A fixed location needs to be arbitrage company for a little community. Got it. So you afraid to search for far away properties because of the travel time. Well, once you're able to set it up the right way, you know, you don't you don't have to go there much at all, really. Okay, when you have the right team as well. So we're gonna definitely help you with that. What are the best locations to have the corporate leases? Great question. I'm gonna go over that as well. Okay. What else? What else? Anybody else? What else the biggest challenge hold you back from your success to getting financial freedom? Okay. And yeah, and for new people, turn on your camera. Love to see you. Connect with other people, right? The more you connect with other people, the more you're gonna have success, right? People will do business with people you like and trust. Well, it's hard to like and trust somebody if you don't, you know, you can't see them, right? If you can't see somebody, right? So good. Okay, those are some good challenges. Okay, what are the best type of property do companies look for to rent? Great question. We're gonna go over that today too. How much money it take to set it up, pay the leases, pay the furniture? Yes, we can go over all the formula for that as well. All right. But also there is the zero money down strategy. It's called co-hosting. Okay, we're gonna go over that too. How would you like to get infinite return with zero money down and can leverage unlimited amount of properties? Right. So, okay, I think I have enough info for you guys. Thank you for participating. And also keep the chat flowing, right? The more you engage, the more we can help you. And at the end of the call, I will reward people who engage the most. So who here want me to analyze your property for you or analyze your market for you for free? Okay, on this call live. I will do that toward the end of the call. And for people who participate the most, I will reward with those people to, you know, analyze your property or your market for you, right? So take advantage of that. All right. So all I ask for, I will do everything in my power to make it worth your while. My goal for today is to compress my 20 years of combined experience in real estate business, all kind of experience, learn from many, many billionaire mentors to be able to compress all of that into this hour and a half, next hour and a half with you guys. All right. I invested over $1 million into myself. So I will share with you as much as possible all the things that I can do for you. All I ask for is your attention. That's it, your undivided attention. Put your phone away, put your kids away, put the dogs away, all of that. This is your future that we are talking about here today, right? And you guys, I want to applaud you guys for being here because I know you guys are committed to your future. So pat yourself in the back, right? Because I know it's super hard to just show up to, you know, some Zoom call, right? And especially don't know the person. So I appreciate you guys. But a lot of you guys have been following me for a while. So appreciate you guys with that as well. Been doing real estate for over 20 years, uh, Airbnb 15 years, corporate housing 10 years, and it just get better and better. We literally founded the biggest and the best, the leading company for coaching people with corporate housing, insurance housing in America right now. And I'm super proud of that, super proud of the team and the community that we have built. Hundreds of our members literally have success every single day, hundreds of them. Okay. So let's dive in here. Yes. How do you have the conversation with the landlord? I will go over that as well. We have a lot of things to cover here. So I'm going to rapid fire from now on. Okay. So pay close attention here. And I'll do as much as I can to give you as much as I can here. So definitely any aha moment, put down the chat. Okay. Any aha moment, definitely put down the chat so we can all learn from each other here. And the more you can put it down, the more you can learn, the more you can help other people. This is my better half, my wonderful, beautiful wife in Santorini. We went all over the world, traveled together whenever, wherever. And the way we travel, we book a one-way ticket to a country, and how long we like it, that's how long we're gonna stay, right? So I am not saying that to, I just want to show you what's possible, right? Because if I can do it, I was an immigrant with absolutely nothing, no English. If you know English, you know more than me, okay? When I came to America at 10 years old, literally slept on the mattress from my mom and dad in the ghetto. And from then, I went on to become a doctor, pharmacist, forgot my PharmD, MBA, work in corporate America, become one of the top pharmacists for a Fortune 1 company. But I found out it was a corporate slavery job. How many here ever felt like it's modern slavery? Okay. Right. So if you think that, it's probably right. Okay. So how much longer are you willing to do that for? I didn't want 3 months in after graduated. I was like, this is BS. And, I busted my actually a year in, I busted my butt, and I'll go over that all that for you. But I was like, why am I here? So look at your mentor, right? Look at where they are. And I look at my mentor, 20 years there, still the same thing. He got worse off than I was because he got worse health, worse relationship, can't take the travel, can't take the life that she want or he want. And I was like, is this my future? Is this where I'm heading? Why? Why would I want to do that? So, right? But anyway, and then I'll go over my story, but basically how to go from that to have absolute freedom with corporate housing arbitrage without owning any properties, have any employees or real estate experience. Okay. So if you don't have any experience, you're okay. If you don't have any property, you're okay as well. If you have property, great. You have a head start, but you don't need any property. It's not the question of resources, guys. It's a question of resourcefulness. We have two people grow up in Africa or wherever. One of them become a billionaire, and the other one is still digging ditches. Why? Is it what they born with? Is it the amount of resource they have? Or is it that they resourceful with what they have and therefore they keep on leveling up, right? So that's what we're here to talk to you about, how to leverage other people properties, other people experience, other people track record. You can leverage our track record within our community. You can leverage the mastermind of the best community with this in America. So all of this is for you, okay? So I do everything in my power, make it worth your while. Stay to the end. I will give you the blueprints on all your questions, all the challenges that you guys mentioned. I have all the answer for you. I'm gonna go over as much as possible, and you guys can ask me real questions. So I invested over $1 million into my mindset and my strategy, so you don't have to. Okay, so literally, you're getting $1 million worth of education here, 20 years compressed experience for absolutely free. Okay, so Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. There you go. Okay. So let's make it happen. I discovered the one vehicle that has helped me to get absolute financial freedom. And that has led me to be on the biggest stages, to win a lot of awards and be shouted out by 4 billionaires to their millions followers platform. So I'm a Tony Robbins Platinum partner. I'm proud of that. We travel all over the world with his top elite partners. And the net worth of the people in that mastermind is about 10 to $20 million. There are a few billionaires in there that I met, right? So that's the type of mastermind that I want to be a part of. Who in here want to be a part of that, right? Who in here want your kids to be a part of the winning group, the champion group, right? One thing I pick up from there made me $1 million bucks, easy. Okay, you guys can do it too. Or if you guys, ever want to go to the Caribbean island, check out the British Virgin Island of Sir Richard Branson. I literally went on his own island, his home, super humble man, worth over $5 billion, with multiple cruise line, airline, all kind of amazing things, right? To sit in front of a knight, literally Sir Richard Branson, is such an honor and so humble. We also had a lot of fun with Mr. Grant Cardone. He owned over 10,000 units. So you know a thing or two about real estate, right? But the most important thing I want to pass on to you is I learned from the right mentor and I refuse to give up. Okay. You got to have a mentor, whatever you guys want to do. Okay. That is how you get to where you want to go the fastest. Okay. And with the right community, why would you want to repeat somebody else's mistake? Why would you want to go through trial and error? Life is short, guys. Life is super short. Okay. I want to just get it done, enjoy it. That's why I was able to retire when I was 33 and travel around the world for the past 7 years. Okay. And I look back, it's like unplugged from the matrix, right? And now I'm able to duplicate that dozens of times within my community. Many people has got financial freedom through what we do, right? That's right. Never give up, never surrender. Love that. So who didn't want to learn what I learned from all these billionaires? I'm going to share as much as I can for you. But it's not about me. It's about you guys, the most important person here, and to show you what's possible. So these two students met within my community. They partner up within 2 months. They did 2 properties, replace their income. Who didn't want to replace your income within 2 months and have freedom rest your life? Okay. That's what I'm talking about, right? So, or Sunday here have a 3 month stay with insurance clients, literally 3 month stay with insurance clients, right? I pay for it up front. Who here want to have upfront payment, right? That's it's incredible, right? That's what I'm talking about too. Is upfront insurance payment. Insurance housing is another form of housing that most people don't know about. So when families go through disaster, flood, hurricane, renovations, insurance will pay for that, and they pay very well, right? So that's why we have that. If you are a single mom or you are any kind of mom, my hands go off to you. These two are mom with little kids running around working full time, and they don't know how they're gonna make it happen, right? And I was like, let me show you how. So literally within months, they're able to quit their job, travel around the world, and now they have freedom the rest of their life within months. And Amanda, congratulations on them. Okay. So my goal is to show you how to make six figure in the next 6 months beyond Airbnb that nobody else is teaching. A lot of people I know is teaching Airbnb, is teaching real estate, all kind of stuff, but you can look it up. Corporate housing, insurance housing is almost like guaranteed income. It's the most secure way because the biggest question, the quality of your questions determine the quality of your life. So the biggest question you want to ask is, who is your ideal client, right? Is your ideal client the vacation rental, the vacationer who gonna trash your place, who doesn't care about the property, who do all kind of, smoke partying and all of that? Or is your ideal client, corporate clients that will actually stay, that will actually pay, that will actually, take care of the property because they don't want to lose their job? Which one do you want to have, right? Of course, the corporate clients, you see, or the insurance clients where families who already are responsible people, who already are homeowners, and they will take care of the property super well because they don't want to lose the only home they have while their home is going through renovation, you see? So that's why, and nobody else is teaching about this. Literally, I've been teaching this for many, many years now. When I first started, everybody is like, do more Airbnb, do more vacation rental, make so much money. I'm like, it's like building a castle on sand, guys. Remember 9/11? Remember COVID? Vacation rental shut down overnight. Even the biggest $1 billion company shut down bankrupt overnight. Okay. You want to build your castle on sand and do vacation rental. Okay. Right. Because every 10 years, some drastic thing happened and nobody want to travel anymore. Right. Even the government shut down recently. I mean, people, half of the vacation rental business, like just shut down. You see? So you want to take that chances, go right ahead. Right. But you want to build a solid foundation on rocks, which are the most solid foundations of America are companies, right? Companies, corporations. That's the foundation of America and the world. You see, it's here to stay for a long time, forever, pretty much, right? They have a lot of resources. And insurance is like the biggest company of them all. So, anyway, something to think about, right? So my story is an immigrant from a third world country, literally come over here with no English, sleep on a tiny bedroom, determined to achieve the American dream. And, you know, pretty much grew up in the ghetto, but still better than, Vietnam, where I come from. Literally all the people here you see here, my mom, dad, me, they all fit in the shack behind us. That's our home. You see? So anyway, so my journey to freedom. How many here have been told, go to school, get good grade, become doctor and lawyer, right? And you make it, okay? I'm like, okay, let's do it. The American dream, right? I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Literally survive off of like ramen noodles, McDonald's, sleep on basement, freezing cold basement all the time to be here, right? To become a doctor, to finally graduate it, to finally get that degree in that white coat. And I thought I made it. I'm like, yes, you know, I make six figures now. I can take care of mom and dad now, retire them, blah, blah, blah. First year, I won the Pharmacy of the Year award, and I thought I made it. I'm like, yes. You know what happened? They sat me down. They gave me a 2% raise. Doesn't even keep up with inflation. And they also cut my staff by 30% because they know that I can handle it. And I was like, okay. What's the point? What's the point of driving an hour to work, fighting traffic, passing out on the road, risking my life, and never have any breaks? Always like, even though I want to take vacation, I got to ask for permission 3 months in advance, and I had to pray that I get those 7 days off. Okay, so that I can fly to someplace, you know, spend a couple of days there because of jet lag or, you know, flight and all of that, and really only enjoy a couple of days. I'm like, okay, why? Why do we do that? Anyway, I was trapped. On top of that, my mom was diagnosed with cancer at the time, and I was like, I gotta figure out ways to take care of her. So I try all kind of businesses as you can imagine. So I literally try everything, guys. You name it, I probably try. I tried drop shipping. Anybody try drop shipping? Okay. You literally trying to make 20 bucks per person. So I did the math. In order for you to make $10,000 a month, you're gonna need like thousands of products to sell every single month. Do you really want to have literally thousands of, you know, clients, thousands of customers, thousands of customer service questions? No, I don't want to. Multi-level marketing, right? Contact people, basically stalking people or calling your friends and family until they don't have any more friends and family, right? I did that for many years too. And I was like, this is not going anywhere. Okay. Barely make any money at all. Yeah. So day trading, I literally make hundreds of thousands of dollars before from stocks, crypto, and all of that. And I thought I was the man. The next thing you know, I lost it all within a week. I was like, poof, gone. My life savings. And I did that not just once, but twice. Okay. So don't do that to yourself. I vow not to ever do that again because I realize now that they have hedge funds. Literally, they hire hundreds, they literally interview thousands of young, like the smartest people, and they weed out all of them to hire the 1%, hundreds of people. All the all their job is to take money out of the retail trader, which is you guys, us, me, Sam, right? So I was like, how am I going to compete with hundreds of professionals and they have the best technology, invest millions of dollars, and their sole purpose is to win over us as retail trader? I'm like, y'all gotta be out of your mind to think that. Okay. So don't do that to yourself. Even if you win, you might have a heart attack before you actually make anything. Okay. It's very roller coaster every single day, up and down. I literally, like, I remember waking up at like 5 a.m., learn trade for like 12, 16 hours a day, and then just fall asleep and go back up and do all that again. I'm like, it's not the life. Okay. No freedom. Franchise restaurant. How many open franchises before? Any kind of traditional businesses, hair salon, nail salon, you know, I did that too. My whole family did. We invested so much money, hundreds of thousands of dollars into the business, and it's just a glorified job. That's it. Literally a glorified job. I was like, that's not the way to go. Rest of my life. It's too much overhead. That's the big thing with, traditional business is it's way too much overhead, right? And you got to hire and fire, manage a bunch of employees that, hey, I mean, I like people, but I'd rather not have employees. You know what I have now? I have literally 1099. Okay. If they don't do a good job, there's like 10 other people that are willing to do that job for me. Right. That's what I love. That's what we're here. How you create the true freedom, right? And how you're not depending on anybody, really. Okay. So the other thing is multifamily. Y'all know multifamily, right? You heard about it. Invest, on 100 units, blah, 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 syndicate. It sounds much easier than said and done, guys. Okay. You know, I've been to all those seminars. I try to do all of that as well. Unless you have hundreds of thousands of dollars cash or millions of dollars, it's going to be very, very hard for you to get into a deal. Okay. Very, very hard. Like super hard because it's a big deal, right? Big companies, big, multifamily, big commercial deals. They don't play around if you don't have some skin in the game, right? Or you don't know like a big network. like surgeon, doctor thing. Like I was a doctor, and my network is not even, even with that was hard to get into to a real good deal as well. Okay. Being a realtor, traditional real estate, had nothing wrong with that. I was a realtor, right? I worked nights and weekends. And my heart go out to realtor because we work our butt off, sacrifice all the life from our family, but we don't get paid enough really. And and why? Because if you don't have reoccurring business, you don't have reoccurring income, you don't have a business, you have a job. That's what my billionaire told me, mentor told me. Very important. Now, if you're already a realtor and you love what you're doing, keep doing that. But but this will be a great fit for you because not only you get, how would you like to get not first time home buyer, but investor client that will actually give you the property to manage. So therefore you make recurring income, passive income. So therefore you get freedom. That's the key. Focus on the passive recurring income, guys. $1 of passive recurring income, residual income, I would trade for $100 of active income. Why? Because active income, you only have limited hours of the day, guys. That's it. It's a trap. Even surgeon, right? Lawyer, it's a trap. Even they pay you $1,000 an hour. I don't care, $500 an hour. The more you work, the less you gotta see your family. You get paid based on value, guys. Write that down. Not on trading your time for money. Don't do that trade, okay? You want to figure out how you can provide as much value to the marketplace as possible. And with real estate, it's the best way for you to provide value to the marketplace in your sleep. Does that make sense? In your sleep. All of the other opportunities out there, you provide value through a lot of transactions like drop shipping and multi-level marketing, day trading, right? Or you provide value through a lot of big infrastructure like retail, franchise, overhead, regular businesses, multifamily that require a lot of investment, a lot of life savings in. Make sense? So I was frustrated, I was burned out, and I was trapped. Okay. I was lost, I was miserable, I was rock bottom. How many ever feel that way? I'm there. I'm with you. But that's when I met somebody to give me the epiphany. The epiphany is that what if I could rent vacant home, sublease it back then on Airbnb when it first got started, and then sublet to freedom. Whatever I could sublet to freedom, right? So leverage other people's property. You understand that concept? Because before I was buying a property, rented out long term, cash flow $300 a month, and I did the math. It took me 3 to 5 years to save up the money to buy one house. How long would it take for me to save up the money to get to $10,000 a month back then, which is like $20,000 a month now? So it took me 3 to 5 years to get one property, $300. I need 10,000. I need 33 properties. So that would take me 100 years. Okay. Anybody have 100 years to wait? Okay. Even 30 years, right? I don't want to wait that long. So when you can leverage other people's property, you can figure this out. It's unlimited potential, guys. You can do as fast you can, as fast, like our fastest student did 5 houses within 1 month, clear 15K a month, 20K a month, retire on the beach. That's what I want to take you to. Guys, there's a bunch of people in the waiting room. What are you guys doing? Get them in. All right. Book a free consultation call with one of our top advisor, and we help you out. Okay. This is only who in here want to have a one-on-one with me. Okay. I'm only doing this right now for the first 5 people. So one-on-one, 1 hour with me, only apply if you're serious, and not all application gonna be taken. Okay. So make sure that you fill out the application and show me that you are serious. Okay. The application is here in the chat, and this consultation could change your life forever. It's worth about $3,000, and it's a free gift to you. First come, first serve, right? Once gone is gone. So make sure, grab this right now if you know this is serious for you in your future to make 2026 your best year ever. Okay. That's it. I'm here to help, right? Put your credit card away, nothing to sell. So make sure pay attention as much as possible. That's all. Okay. Or the old model is to change your time for money directly. $1, 1 hour, your life go X amount of dollars. Salary is even worse. And they told us to put money into a safe place, retirement account, 401k. 40, 50 years from now, you're so old, you don't even know where you put it. I'm I'm kidding, but it is true sometimes, right? You can't really enjoy it. Even if you have $10 million, but you're so old you can't enjoy it, what's the point? Right? I mean, who in here know anybody that this model actually work out for? That they become like worth 20, $30 million and they can actually enjoy their life, after they're able to do that. Right? I don't know anybody. And I know a lot of people. Okay. I met a lot of people. Anyway, the new model is you want a scalable business model where you do not directly exchange your time for money. You want to reinvest into your business for years to come and you have multiple streams of income. Write down multiple streams of income backed up by real estate is the holy grail to financial freedom. I said it again. Take a screenshot of this. This is all you need. You don't learn this in school. The biggest thing I learned from all my billionaire mentors, they all have multiple streams of income. And the best streams of income to get passive income is real estate. Okay. If you don't have that, what are you doing? Okay. Did you know that real estate has the most amount of tax write-off too, by the way? By the way, disclaimer, this is not financial legal advice. Okay. I'm not tax or legal attorney. Okay. Gotta put that out there. But check this out. Imagine you doing this and be able to get 10 houses this year, make money in your sleep, make easily six-figure income, multiple six-figure income. Who cares what anybody else say? Who cares what your job gonna do or your economy gonna do? You create your own economy. You understand? What would you guys do? You have 10 houses making you six-figure income in your sleep. Literally this year. That's what I'm talking about. What would that do for you and your family? You can sleep at night, right? And you can go wherever you want to go. That's what I'm talking about. Is freedom, ultimate freedom. Okay. So freedom is not free. So make sure you fight for your freedom. And that's why you guys are here. And that's why I respect you guys so much. Okay. So you guys got me? That's the key. The hallways on your own, I was confused about picking the right location, managing staff, and all of that. I lost tens of thousands of hours, guys, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars because I had no mentor. But even with that, I scaled to 20-something corporate housing, the rest is history. Okay. So why is this different? Number one, clients stay for months instead of days. That's the biggest difference. Okay. Most of you working way too hard. If you're doing vacation rental, you're working for peanuts. Okay. Literally peanuts. Vacation rental is like Airbnb is like you go out to the river, you put a fishing rod and you're trying to catch a fish. You can get fed for maybe a couple of days, but what about the next 2 days? You're gonna do it again. Like, what's the point? Whereas corporate and insurance is like you go to the ocean, you catch a big whale, and you get fed for 3 months, 6 months, sometime a year at a time, right? So that's why it's amazing. And you make 2 times the market rents while minimizing management. 10 times less management equal 10 times more freedom. 10 times less risk, 10 times less headache, right? Because it's a business to business, not business to consumer. Make sense? The length of stay here is 30 times longer than the average length of stay for Airbnb. It's 3 to 6 months instead of 3 to 6 days. So therefore, your workload is less by 30 times. That's why you have true freedom. Make sense? And who here want to deal with a bunch of individuals who can't pay rent? I would say, right? And it's tough, and I know it's been there and all of that, but it's really hard, when you deal with that, and you can't really do anything. Really, you have to go through evictions and all of that. Guess how many evictions I had to deal with, or we had to deal with in the past 10 years? Hundreds of clients, hundreds of properties. If you get zero, you're right. Okay. Literally zero. Good job, Tom. Yes. Why? Because the last thing the company wants is a lawsuit on them, or, you know, that their reputation is worth way more than 30, 40, $50,000 in rent. Okay. Because it's a business to business. And then insurance has the most amount of money, right? And for this, you escape a lot of regulations and you have a lot of tax exempt. So in this business, it's 30 days or longer. So therefore, you're not paying hotel taxes, right? You're not paying crazy 15% hotel taxes with this. Make sense? And you have the most tax write-off. So listen very carefully. You have a W-2, you don't have a business, you are killing yourself with taxes. Don't do that to yourself this year. Become a real estate professional. It's only 15 hours a week with this. You can do that with this, right? And actually, half of those hours, don't tell anybody, but half of those hours could be luncheons, dinner with your partners, with your clients. You see, you're going to eat anyways, right? There you go. You see, so it's not like a huge amount of hours. It's not like a full-time or even a part-time job, right? And you have the most amount of write-off with this business. This will qualify you for that. Okay. Isn't that amazing or what? I know people who pay six figures in taxes. Okay. Just that alone is, and if you keep doing that, I know many students actually, doctor and lawyer, professional, they pay over $1 million in taxes during their entire career. $1 million, you know how many houses you can get from that? How much freedom you can get if you compounded that over 30 years, 20 years, right? There you go. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. That's why we build this community for a reason. Okay. So, all right. So we're going to go over all the detail. What's the difference between short term versus midterm, how to talk, how to find a property, how to find the right clients and all of that. But before we go there, I got to show you guys the community, because the community is the most important piece of this. Without the community, it's like, I love that African proverb. It take a village, right? It take a whole tribe to succeed, right? And if you don't have your tribe, you are putting yourself into danger, like the lion. They go in tribes, right? That's why nobody mess with a lion, man. They got the whole tribe backing them up. You know what I'm saying? So be the lion, and not be any of the any in the safari, any animal that travels just alone by themselves, in great danger. You see? So don't do that to yourself. Okay. So we have the best community here, and I am super proud of my community. I live and breathe my community every single day, answer all the questions, whatever I need to do to help them. Right. We have people with real people, real life, real issues, just like you, that have conquered their fear and got their freedom every single day. So check this out.
I want to introduce somebody very special, amazing, awesome student who's working 50 hours a week with 2 little kids. It's really blown my mind how working moms can also build a side business that within months able to make 6-figure income. Now she have 20 properties, 20 corporate housing, generating more than doctors make. And also travel. She travel, take vacation almost every single month. I'm just so happy and grateful to have her here. It's Coach Ann.
Hi guys, I'm Anne. To be correct, I'm actually having 21 properties. It wasn't that I'm taking vacation every month, but actually every week. I wouldn't be able to do all that without doing the corporate housings.
I've been following Dr. Chau for a long time on Instagram, because for me, I'm thinking if I'm going to invest, I want to make sure that I invest wisely because I worked hard for my money, right? And so I've been following Dr. Chau for a long time. Our life has just been so much easier with corporate housing, with our one house. For the last months, we've spent honestly the entire time, 5 hours within these last 5 months. So an hour a month, guys, honestly.
What I like is the access, having access to Dr. Chau, the coach. I got his phone number. I can call him for anything. You got to make time or get on their schedule. But Dr. Chau is ready to answer my call if I need it. I haven't yet, but I have faith and know that he will pick up. So that's a big bonus. I tested him. When I say test him, I test his character. And that's what I like about Dr. Chau. He's a real guy. That's why I appreciate Dr. Chau and the program. So.
It has been a learning experience for us because it's a whole new business. We also come from corporate America, college and real estate. All of that was completely new for us. I had a hard time with making the phone calls, but like you guys said, it's just important to just go for it and make the calls. And we did. We jumped on it, started making phone calls. And after that, it really only took 2 or 3 phone calls. We got our first property in September. We went to go meet the property owner, and he's like an investor. And when he met us right away, we introduced ourselves, met him in person, shook his hand. Felt like we were family. He never did a background check on us, credit check, nothing. He signed the lease that night. Definitely a blessing. And then we had our house listed within 2 weeks after that. He actually referred us to an investor friend. Wednesday, and by Friday we had 3 inquiries, and it's booked for 3 months now. House that we got now, we rented for $1,895. I think with the insurance, we're charging $4,200 per month.
We have faith in this program and we're happy with the coaches. Been really great to us. We're excited to get our 3rd and 4th property by the end of the year, hopefully.
Within the first month of joining the program, we had a baby. The next month, we onboarded 3 houses. What is your excuse? Let's get on board.
So last year, Kathy went to our event like this, just sitting in your seat. She had one property where she was struggling with short-term rental, blah, blah, blah. And now fast forward a year now, how many properties do you have now? An average 2K a month for properties. It's making 6-figure income, man, in 1 year.
Right now I have 3 properties.
Awesome. And how much you make average per property per month?
We about 3 to 35 per property.
3,000 to 3,500 per property. So man, you're doing it. And those 3 properties making almost 10K a month.
Last September, I started with nothing and just enough money to get one house. Now I took 5 houses last October. My gross annual right now per month is about $65,000 a month.
This is one of the best masterminds I've been to. I've formed a lot of great relationships, partnerships, just from this one weekend. Better concepts of how to do this business, what to say, how to do it, who to do it with, who not to do it with.
Thank you, Dr. Chau. Thank you for this event. I felt truly at home. My heart is in peace. I trust. I felt understood. I felt cared for from really all of you. And I think this is my community from now on.
I also want to just express gratitude to Dr. Chau, coaches, the team. Being on this live event was just life-changing for me. On behalf of my family, I know it's going to do well for us. I'm just so excited for the future. Thank you.
There was a point in your life, I am sure, Dr. Chau, that I don't know if you envisioned or where this whole idea came from, but you were absolutely a trailblazer and a pioneer. And it must have taken a whole lot of chutzpah, a lot of courage, a lot of determination, stamina, energy, brilliance. I'm just deeply grateful that you shared it with a lot of us.
I would be remiss if I didn't offer my gratitude to Dr. Chau and the entire team, actually. It's one thing to hear this through webcast, and through Zoom calls, but to see and be in person and feel the love, the gratitude, the passion is a totally different experience. And I really appreciate it and so happy that I've chosen to come and join at this level.
I've never been to a mastermind that's business oriented, included a spiritual component in it. So that was just a really refreshing. I go to 10X events all the time. I don't think I've skipped one yet in terms of the business summit, but I don't think I'm going to skip one event here.
Yeah, same. I just want to say thank you, Dr. Chau, for this opportunity to stay here at this lakefront property. Give me a space to stay here. It might be outside my comfort zone, but I'm going to declare 10 properties in the next 12 months. So hold me accountable.
And we did hold him accountable, and he did make it happen. That's why we're here. That's why I love this. Awesome. Okay. Takeaways. Put down the chat. What are some takeaways away from these stories? From everything that we go over. Okay. And now we're going to go straight into the practicality of everything. So that way you know exactly what to do, and we can analyze some deals, look at some formulas for you, put it in the highlights on what you need to do to make it happen. Okay. So, okay. Okay. So first thing first is location, 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 right? What are some major location secrets that we're looking at? There's 4 steps to do this business. It's called a FAST method, FAST. F is finding the right location. That's right. Stop being afraid, put my foot in the water and do it. Yeah, you imagine you can do it. Love that. Love that. Anybody else? Any other aha? Or anything you learned from so far? Okay. So let me find where I'm at here. All right, let's dive into the properties, how to find deals, how to close the deal, and how to make corporate housing a dream come true. Okay. All right. So let me open this up. All right, let's go straight into location. I have a lot of material. I want to maximize as fast as I can. So I'm going to breeze through this for you guys. So I have so much content, but I want to give you guys as much as possible. Okay. So FAST, fast method, 4 step, find the right location. A is ask to sublet. S is set up to stand out. T is to tap into the corporate clients. Location, location, location. Owning versus renting. Why do we own instead of, why do we rent instead of own? Because for one house that you buy, you can have 10 houses that make you money, that make you passive income. For the same amount of investment, do you want to have 10 houses make you money, make you 20,000 a month, or you want to have one house make you 2,000 a month? Which one? Pretty simple, right? If you think about it. So when I understand this, it's like the light bulb go off. Because here's the crazy thing. Does Airbnb own any property? Right? No. Does Uber own any cars? No. And yet they become the biggest company in their industry. Why? They leverage other people property. Leverage other people property. Okay. So when you buy a house, there's only so much you can buy, right? A lot of money, a lot of investment. And you take on so much risk, because if something happens to the house, it's out of your pocket. All right. And rehab, renovation take forever. Right. And a lot of people, they couldn't lose they lose their job, they couldn't make the mortgage, and they go to foreclosure, and all of that is gone. You see? Versus when you rent, the worst thing can happen, it doesn't work out. Hey, here's my deposit, here's a month rental, peace. You move your furniture to the next place. You see? So your maximum risk of owning could be your life savings, your credit, all of that. And then when you rent, the maximum risk is only your deposit and 1 month rent. which one you want to choose. You see? And then when you rent, you can choose in the best neighborhood with the best properties, and you can be flexible because for the same amount of money that you buy a property with, you can test out 10 different houses with 10 different markets. You see? So for the 10 market, don't you think you can at least get a couple of them that's good? Right? You need to be right 1 out of 10 times to make the money. You see? But when you buy, if you are wrong, even one time, that there goes your life savings, right? Most of your life savings, or at least 5 years of life savings. It's a lot, you see? And location is permanent with when you buy the property. So, and if even if you want to sell the property, it's very tough, especially nowadays too. I know a lot of people got stuck. They do fix and flip, and a lot of them they're doing this for a long time, right? They still make mistakes, and now they're stuck with the property, right? And these are like professional fix and flipper that I know personally. A lot of them come to us. I see it every day. Why? Why do that to yourself when you can be so fast and move, so fast and move, leveraging other people's property? You get it? All right. Difference between short term and midterm. Short term, a few days stay. Midterm is longer for months at the same time. Tenants with short term are vacationer, trash the place usually. Or they are good, but they just take one bad app or one bad experience and the whole place trash. Midterm, corporate clients, professional, insurance families, fantastic people, They don't want to cause any trouble because they could be losing their job or their only home, right? So continuous management for short-term rental, the cost of cleaning, the cost of supplies going up every single day. So with short-term, we did the math because the average for short-term is at least 5 cleaning every month. The average for midterm is a clean every 3 months. So we did the math. You save about at least $500 to $1,000 a month just in expenses, depending on where you're at in the country. Isn't that crazy? Right? So that's why we do what we do, right? Fast, F, find the right location. A, ask to sublet. S, set up to stand out. T, tap into corporate clients. Book a free call with us if you haven't already. For those you watch on social media, click on the link in my bio or just send us a DM. And I'll give out a few of my one-on-one 1 hour free consultation this year. It's a new year, happy new year. So take advantage of that, guys. Okay. Once it's gone, it's gone. So apply it now. You want it to really change your life. I'm during that strategy session, I'm gonna find out what has been holding you back. How do you break through your mindset and your motivation to make your 2026 the best year possible? Once we clear that out, then we build a strategy customized to you based on your resources, based on your knowledge, based on what you have to really scale into 2026 to make it the best year of your life. So this offer is only good until it's filled up, which is very fast. So make sure take advantage of that. Okay. What states are the best for midterm rental? Things to look for. Bigger city, higher cost of living is all right. Bigger population is great. Okay. Medium-sized city is good too. Okay. Or even a small city. Because pretty much, smaller city, you have less competition. Okay. You're not going to be able to charge that much, but you can still work. But generally speaking, the bigger the city, the bigger the population, the better it's going to be. Populated and large cities, up and coming cities, cities in transition. Keep things nugget. Look for U-Haul statistic. Where are the people moving into or moving out of in the U-Haul, right? That's where you know where the city is growing or dying. What make a location great for midterm rental? 3 H's. This is my little secret for you guys. Okay. Highways, hospitals, and hotels. When two highways intersect, where attention flow, money flow. There's hotels and hospitals during that intersection. Why? Why did they drop 100 million, $1 billion into building this? Because they know that where attention flow, money flow. So where all of these hotel highways and all of that flowing there, if you are in the vicinity of that intersection, these big company already done their research, right? So why do you need to do more research if they already done the research? You see? So follow the wells. You're going to succeed. That's the whole point. Okay. Avoid downtown and HOA restricted area. You want to have a nice suburban neighborhood with good schools. That's where you want to be. Downtown and HOA restricted area is very tough to do. No parking, HOA sucks, all of that, right? When you go in the suburb, a lot of HOA don't really care. As long as you doing corporate housing, they stay for 3 to 6 months, they don't care. Okay. If you do, Airbnb, vacation rental, yeah, they do care. They party every every weekend, right? So what are the risks with poor location choices? Of course, low demand, difficulty renting, and all of that. So that's why location is very important because that's the only thing you cannot change about the property. That's why location is so important with real estate. You can change anything about the house except the location and the view. How does location impact pricing in midterm rental? Seasonality with midterm is way less than Airbnb, right? Also, why do we stay away from apartment, townhouses, condos? Because a lot of neighbors, a lot of issues, a lot of HOA, they change the ownership, they change the whole rule, and then you pretty much done, right? So now that doesn't say that it's not going to work. If you own apartment, condos, townhouse, it still can work for you. But if you're going to expand the business, why not expand into single family home? It's a lot easier to rent. And, some big single family home, you make as much as two apartments or two condos. So you don't have to do that much work. What are the strategies for competing saturated markets? Do midterm, not short term. You're set up to stand out, right? Definitely do midterm, 3 months to 6 months, double the market rent instead of short term. Now, also, I know that a lot of people are doing a lot like co-living and all of that, and which is okay if you can manage it well because there's a lot of headaches. Why not rent it out to a company and they manage all the employees in that house instead of you having to manage everybody? And have you ever watched like reality TV show? Okay. That's what happens when you put a bunch of strangers together, and that's what's gonna happen. Okay. A bunch of random strangers into a home. There you go. A bunch of drama awaits for you. So that's why I don't do that. Okay. I'd rather book the entire place to a company, so much better, or an insurance family. Do arbitrage. Don't buy. Okay. There's so much risk when you buy a property, guys. I'm not saying don't ever buy. Listen, guys, the first step to get financial freedom is cash flow. If you don't have ten to $20,000 a month in cash flow passively, you are in a very dangerous position if you are only depending on one or two sources of income. Why? Knock on wood, something happened to you, your income, your job, economy, your industry, your company, anything can happen. You lose your job, what's going to happen? You lose your health, what can happen? I see it all the time. I have one of the worst stories. One of my followers been following me for many years. She's so sweet, and she finally on the call with me now. And this is after she's recently lost her job because she has health issue, even though she has a very good job, $200,000 a year in income. She owned like three rental, literally. And then she lost it all because her health got issues. She can't go to work. Can't get paid, can't pay the mortgage, foreclosure. Boom. And I was like, why didn't you've been following me for years. Why didn't you do this 3 years ago? And I was like, oh my God, I wish I did this, Dr. Chow. I was procrastinating and waiting for my ducks to get in a row. I was waiting for my daughter to go to college, whatever it is you're waiting for. Time is not going to wait for you guys, okay? Time is your biggest enemy. Nobody know how much time we have, and life is very short. So the moral of that story is don't wait. When would now be the best time? The best time for you to do this will be 10 years ago, right? The second best time will be now, okay? So that's why take action now, okay? The next step of action for those of you who know is to book a free consultation call with us and go from there, okay? Now, we don't just accept anybody for that free consultation call. I'm going to give as much value as I can for you for free here, which is ridiculous. The value of that's like $3,000 per call, really, but it's free because I want to help you guys. Only if it's a good fit for our community where I do invite, you know, one of you guys or a few of you guys to be a part of our mastermind. We only have a few spots a month because I want to make sure it's high quality, not quantity. So three things we look for in our community mastermind. Number one is being coachable. If you're not coachable, I can't help you, right? Number two, have a good positive attitude. No negativity allowed. Number three, be a giver, not just a taker, right? If you're a giver, you lift everybody up, everybody win together, and that's what we're looking for. All right, I've promised you guys formula. Corporate housing arbitrage. First month rent, first month deposit, 5 to 7K initial expense. You can buy the furniture without help. It's only 7 to 9K instead of 15 or 20K. You can even rent the furniture. You want to charge double the market rent plus or minus utilities. That will give you usually double your money, 100% return on your first year. On average, you earn $2,000 to $3,000 per month per property. So you want 10 to 15K a month. Who here want 10 to 15K a month passively? All you need is 5 properties. And if you do one a month, you did it in 5 months. If you do two a month, you do it in 2.5 months. Or you can be one of my badass students, did it all in 1 month, got it done, retire on the beach. Okay, up to you. If you want 20 to 30K, all you need is 10 property. That's it. Focus on this. Getting this, getting your financial security, financial freedom, and then you go and buy property with this cash flow. Make sense? But if your income is only one source of income, even if you make 6 figures, like that lady I told you about, she can lose her job, her health, and then foreclosure, lose all her property. You see? That's why we do what we do. Make sense? So, so the total investment for to start an arbitrage is about 10 to 15K. You make 2 to 3K a month. That's for 6 months. You make your money back. First year, you double your money. That's where 100% return come from. Literally first year of your property, a venture here. So is that crazy, right? How much return are you getting for your properties, for your money sitting in the bank? Okay. How much return are you getting from the markets? Maximum 10, 20%. Even Warren Buffett can only get 20 something percent return. And he's the grand master. Okay. There's only one Warren Buffett, right? So this, you can make literally crazy amount of return, right? And you literally are in charge of it all. It's all yours. You don't have to partner up with a bunch of people, right? You don't have to depend on a bunch of people. It's literally, one of my student, Spencer, I don't know if he's able to come on here, but he literally just share, he has a 6 months booking and literally he doesn't have to do anything after they check in. Like what he gotta do? The reason why there's so much freedom here is unlike other businesses, any other businesses, you got to see the client, you got to touch the client, you got to talk to the client to make money. right? Tell me some other businesses that you don't have to do that, you know? Even online businesses, you got thousands of clients you got to do customer service for. Well, this, you're talking about corporate big client, they don't want to talk to you. They just want to get things done. If there's issue, they call you, right? That's why he's like, there's nothing I gotta do, guys. I mean, it's literally just like a few minutes here, a few minutes there, just check up on them. That's it. You see? And if, the worst thing is go, hey, I have a plumbing issue. Guess what? You call the plumber, fix it. You don't go over there and fix it. You got me? Hey, my AC broke. Guess who you call? The AC guy. You know, that's why some properties I haven't seen the inside of for years now. You know, while me and my wife travel around the world, enjoying our life, and I have a manager who manages everything too. So once you pass like 5 properties, just hire an internal manager, him manage everything for you, right? Freedom is priceless. I don't care. A lot of people make more money than me, but I can guarantee you they don't have that much freedom as I do. Okay. And that's what it's all about because nobody can buy. Like I could be make way more money if I just trade my time for money or whatever. But I understand that's not when you're 80 years old, when you're gone, about to be gone, the only thing you have left is the memories that you share with your loved one, right? There's only one time that your son, your daughter will actually walk, first time. There's only one first time they go to school. There's only one first time that you can take care of your mom, your dad during their retirement, right? There's only one first time that you can take care of your spouse on a honeymoon or on a surprise, you know, vacation or their birthday that you're going to be there. You see what I'm saying? So make it a good one. Make your life the masterpiece. Anyway, initial expense is $0 for co-hosting. You can buy the furniture, but you actually don't need to because the landlord usually have the furniture or will pay for the furniture, and you can even rent the furniture, right? You charge 2 times the rent. If you don't put any money down and you make thousands of dollars from it, what kind of return is that, guys? Isn't that infinite return? Exactly, right? So you make about half what you make with the arbitrage, but remember, you have no risk, literally zero money down, because you simply connecting them with the corporate clients and be the consultant or the manager for them. You see, that's why it's amazing. Make sense? Okay. So take a screenshot of this, and I give you a second to do that and share this with some people, right? And make it happen. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1, gone. All right, book a free call with us if you haven't already. Go from there. The fast method here again. There you go. We're gonna go over as much as we can today. Um, ask the sublease. How do you ask the sublease? Most people, they pitch a landlord on Airbnb. Don't do that, okay? Us, the difference is we do corporate housing. Landlord here, hundreds of Airbnb pitches already, okay? That's the last thing they want to is vacation, no, wreck their property, trash their property, right? But with us, you can say, once you're part of us, you say, hey, I'm a part of a nationwide corporate housing network. We have done hundreds of properties, hundreds of partner nationwide. We have 20 years combined experience. We do it as a team. You see the difference, right? We're going to go into that. We have a whole script and strategy, all of that as well. So set up to stand out. We're going to go with that tab to corporate clients, all of that as well. Let me go directly after the location. I'm going to analyze some property location for you. So popped out in the chat, what are some locations that you want me to analyze market that I can analyze for you for free. So take advantage of this, guys, okay? Don't do this very often. So for those of you who've been participating and all of that, I will take you first dip too. So definitely put down the chat where you want me to analyze for you. What market, you know? Salt Lake City, cha-ching. I actually went to got my PhD PharmD in Salt Lake actually. Wow. Texas Plano. I lived there for 10 years. Man, I know these markets like the back of my hands. And the good thing about this business, I have students in almost all major markets. So check out Salt Lake City, okay? All right, so major highway 15 and 215. When these two highway intersect, that's where you want to be, okay? So intersection here, intersection here, intersection here, right? And then you want to look at hospitals. Look, hospital are usually in the intersections, right? You see? And then hotels. You see? Intersection. Look at this. Midvale. Intersection, right? Intersection here. Intersection here. Look at where the clusters of hotels going to be. That's where your highest bid should be. Right here, down here too. Okay? You see that? And then I give you another secret. It's called healthy grocery stores. This is Merry Christmas here because I only share this with my students. Okay. So Sprouts, Whole Food, Trader Joe. Why? Because these people are professional. These people are bougie people, you know, smart people, sophisticated. They're usually in good neighborhoods. Make sense? Okay, there's a Whole Food right here. Pay attention to this area here. It's good. So Sprout there is decent. There's another Whole Food up here. So you got three markets right here you can do. This one, and this one. You know what? You do three markets, find out which one work best, double down that market. There you go. That's why we do arbitrage. That's why we do co-hosting. And you're not buying the property so that we don't risk hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're gonna stuck with a rehab, cost you another $100,000, 2, 3 years of your life. Instead of that, you can do 10 arbitrage, make 10 times the income. You can do 100 co-host property. Make sense? Marcelino, you good? All right, brother. Um, Jordan, Texas, Plano. Let's go. Dallas, Texas, Plano. I can tell you Plano is very strict with Airbnb stuff, which you can still do it. Frisco will be better. Okay, Frisco is number one. I lived here for 10 years. I just tell you, Frisco down to Carrollton, down to Irving, down to Grand Prairie. This whole section here, being Frisco number one, is where you want to be. Okay. And I brew it to you. So look at the hotels, clusters. Look at the clusters. Cluster in Plano, of course, but this just got stricter over the years. Look at the cluster in Frisco here, cluster here, and cluster here. You're like, why are you telling everybody your secrets, your markets? Why? Because I believe in abundance. Okay. I believe in, the more I give back to me, right? So if you're still thinking in competition, you're thinking scarcity, guys. Break free from that. Think collaboration instead of competition. So check this out. When you think that way, within my community, you're not a lone wolf. You literally have hundreds of partners nationwide, in Texas, in California, and Florida. So when you go to a landlord, instead of saying, hey, I only done a couple property, my first one, what are your chance of getting that? Versus, hey, Mr. Landlord, we are part of a nationwide corporate housing network. We have done hundreds of these deals nationwide. Here's our website. Here's our track record. We have partnered nationwide. So you have anything in other states, we can do it as well. Boom. You see the difference? Same thing with corporate clients. Do you think the company will give you their business if it's your first or second deal, or you never done corporate housing before, or you are transitioning from Airbnb to corporate housing, do you think you're going to land those contracts? Very slim, right? Or when you're partnered with us, you can say, hey, I'm a part of a nationwide corporate housing network. We have done hundreds of these. We're not just here in Texas. We have Marcelino in Utah. You see the difference? We have Louisiana in the house, Oregon in the house, Kansas in the house, Texas in the house, right? So when you have a lead from these corporate clients, guess who you call? Hey, Marcelino, I have a lead in Salt Lake City. Find me a house. Or you have a house. Let's make it happen. Let's partner up. Split the profit. You see? Isn't that way better, way more fun than you trying to do this on by yourself on a lone wolf and you have no track record, and when people ask you, you're like, I don't know what to say, or it's my first one, or I'm gonna lie. I mean, come on. That's not gonna work, right? So that's why we build a community for a reason. But check this out. These hotels, right? And look at this healthy grocery store here. Get Whole Food here, Sprout here, Sprout there. You see? Very nice. You see? You see? So exactly where I'm talking about is where you're gonna find the best places. Okay? See? Okay. Anyway. What else? Overland Park, Kansas. Okay. You can do that too. Let's do one more Overland Park, Kansas, and then we're gonna move on to how to find the property. How to actually go into Zillow and find the property. What size of property? 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath, by the way, is the best. If not 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Okay, Kansas City, let's go. Hotels. Clusters here, here, okay? So there's a big cluster here in the area that you're talking about, which is decent. Overland Park, okay? There's several hospital. I like it. I like it. I like it. Because look, the concentration of hospital. There's a lot more right here in the South, right? Healthy grocery store. Boom. I like it. Overland Park, I know it's a path of progress just by a quick, easy check, check, check. You got me? If it's not in the path of progress, look, guys, right here is all of the healthy grocery store. It's not over here. It's not up here. There's only one. It's not here. So southwest. This is the best part of Kansas. You're in the right place at the right time. What are you waiting for? You want to sit on the gold mine forever and watch other people succeed? Or you want to actually get down and dirty and make it happen once and for all? Up to you. Okay. All right. We're going to go to Zillow and I'm going to show you how it's done here. So you're going to go to rent, 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath, home type, houses, entire place. You want to allow small dogs and allow small cats. Why? Because that's how you compete against hotels, right? If you have dogs, you don't want to be stuck in a hotel. Most of them don't like it anyway, okay? If you have a family, you don't want to be stuck in a hotel for months. That's why there's a market for this. Okay, so we're going to Salt Lake City, right? Salt Lake City, Utah. What we're looking for. So look, you want a low. Oh, I'm gonna share with you a big hack that that you're gonna thank me later. Okay. So down here, this will be worth $1 million for you. Y'all want to do less work, make more money, easy money, easy passive income. Click on furnish. Okay, click on furnish. Apply. Why? And look for property owner. Because a lot of property owner don't know what the heck they're doing. They furnish the place and then they don't know what to do with it. Or they try and do the Airbnb thing that it doesn't work. and you ask them, hey, how would you like to, I give you corporate clients, I have connections, we partner up, what do you think they're going to say? Right? So this is listed by a brokerage, but they don't have a professional picture, so it's a very small mom and pop, I can tell. Okay. Look for non-professional photos like this is good because professional photos usually they are managed by a professional management company and it is kind of you know a lot of management company are not very creative. I like this, very interesting. I think this is a sauna outside, if I'm not mistaken. That look kind of cool. Furnished 3 bedroom with sauna, deck, and workplace. Bomb. Perfect. Corporate housing. That's you want to look for something that will separate yourself, right? So this sauna is ridiculous. Imagine work from home. A lot of people work from home. You can go in the sauna. Who doesn't want that, right? With a deck. You see? Charming. Boom, boom, boom. And guess what, guys? It's only 3,300 bucks. You know, they don't know what they're doing. I know for a fact that you can get like 6,000 for this, double this, at least 5, okay? Even 7, right? It's 4 bedroom, 2 bath, guys. A little bit small, but hey, it's got all the other amenities, right? So Marcelino, you can actually go and ask them, hey, how would you like, if you're gonna do arbitrage, that's so easy. Like you're gonna rent it, you know, it's so easy, right? Because if you're gonna rent it, you're gonna, you know how you can stand head and shoulder above all the other applicants. There's 4 things you want to tell them. One, how would you like it if I take care of your property like it's your own? Because it's my business. I care as much as you do, right? If you have it and it has any tenant care as much as you do, no. Well, I do. Why? Because my business, my livelihood. 2, and to show you that, I will get it professionally clean every few months. I pay for it. The corporate housing pay anyway. Corporate clients pay, you don't pay, but that's what you tell them. It's true, right? You pass that cost on to the corporate clients. Secondly, any maintenance under $200, I'm going to take care of it. I'm not even going to call you in the middle of the night. You're going to get a free manager, basically. How would you like to get a free manager, right? And then we do corporate housing. We don't do Airbnb. So these people already know about they just don't know how to get the corporate clients. We have the connection. We do. Make sense? So you can literally rent this for 3,300, turn it around, list it the next day, or even before, even better, yeah, you do it, you list it before you get the lease, weeks before, and you get the client the day you get the lease. You know, that's advanced strategy right there for you. So literally this one you can make at least 2,000 a month, 3,000 a month from. You do this 5 times, you replace your income, you get freedom the rest of your life. What would I do for you and your family? And you teach your kids this, and they don't have to work a day in their life for anybody. What would that do for them? Right? How many kids you got, Marcelino? 5, 6, 7, 8 on average? I live in Salt Lake City, so love it. So yeah, let's take care of your kids, buddy. Okay. Washington, D.C. All right. Yeah, my wife from there. I love that. All right. Intimidating design. Huh, interesting. Rehab a inherited mobile home with 3 bedroom, all appliances, fully furnished, not up there. How much do I make on it? Debating whether okay. Rule of thumb. You want to find the average rent in your property from Zillow, Redfin, and Realtor.com for vacant home, long-term rental. Double that. That's how much is usually what you can get with corporate or insurance clients. Double the market rent. Okay. Boom, there you go. Marcelino, I found you a beautiful home right there. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Okay. This one's not bad too. It's 4,200, but it's 5 bedroom. Okay. Newly decorated. Guys, I'm sure they put in 100K. Look at this renovation. They literally put their life savings to buy this property and put another life savings to renovate it. Beautiful. And now you can come in and you don't have to do any of that. You know, literally so gorgeous here. For the more bedroom, the better. So this one, you can rent it for like probably 8,000 because it's got 5 bedroom. The corporate clients can house 5 employees. If they rent 5 hotels in the same area, how much would that be, Marceline? 5 people, $500, $100 hotel per day. You know, that's $500 a day, $15,000 a month. Do you think if do they want to pay 15,000 or they want to pay 8,000? You see, we usually save the company 50% of the cost of housing versus they go and rent hotels. You got me? And it's way better than hotel because people can cook. Employees, they don't have to go out to eat and cost thousands of dollars, right? And you have a lot more space, you have a lot more privacy, and you also have laundry in-house, kitchen in-house. Las Vegas, yes, I know Las Vegas. I go there every few months. Love Las Vegas. Yeah, you can do great in there. You can actually do a hybrid model. There are a few areas that you can do a hybrid, like short-term and mid-term rental and more advanced, but that's something you can do definitely in Vegas, and you can, you know, be benefit of both worlds. Yeah, so it's a great market. Yeah. Pensacola, Florida is a great market too. I like that. Okay. 180, even better. You see? Even better. So my estimate 15K, they actually have to pay 25K. You imagine you go over there, hey, you want to pay 25K? You want to pay 8K? At 8K, Marcelino, you're making 3,500 a month. One house. Think about how much you make at your job. How many houses that take? Okay. How many hours do you work at your job? How many hours does this take? It's basically once you furnish it, literally 4 hour work week. 4 hour work week is real. I love that book. That book really got me thinking. San Antonio, Texas, fantastic. All over Texas is fantastic. Austin, Dallas, Houston. Yeah, 4 days replace your income. You're done, brother. Do you think you can just do one a month? Like on the side? 4 months from now, you'll be free. You know? Imagine that. Okay. Forest Park, Atlanta. Yeah, Forest Atlanta is fantastic market. Do the same thing I do, guys. I don't have time to go. Oh, sure, I gotta look at the time. I want to provide you guys much for everybody too, right? So if I didn't get a chance to analyze your property, book a call. Okay, the link again in the chat. That way I can give you a lot more, one-on-one time and really dive deep into yourself. And Marcelino, book that call, man. I want to take care of you guys. Make it happen, okay? All right. Let me go to the next things. Who else is in here? Is there any I wonder my Spencer or Rebecca John? You guys see them? Not, we're gonna move on here. So I'm gonna go over how to ask sublet. I don't have much time left. Want to go over actually co-hosting. How do you co-hosting zero money down strategy? I think is best. And then don't go anywhere. Okay. I'm gonna walk you guys at the end here through an exercise that will change your life. So I save the best for last. Okay. So don't want to miss out on that. So we're gonna do that in exactly 14 minutes from now. I'm gonna have 14 minutes to show you how to put zero money down, make money from it. You ready? Let's roll. How many want to have put zero money down and make six-figure income passive without owning in real estate this year? Let's go. How to do co-hosting. Step one, you got to understand the profit. Whatever you're renting it for, you can sublet it for about double. Let's say you rent a house for 3,000, you can rent it out for corporate for 6,000. 20% of it go to you as a co-hoster or manager or consultant, whatever you want to call it. That's $1,200 a month. Utility $500, vacancy 10%, net rent to the owner $3,700, extra cash flow to the owner $700. Check this out. Most long-term landlord only making 10% of traditional rent. So they used to make only a few $100, $300. Now you help them make $1,000 with this. So that's triple their cash flow. You gonna be their best friend, new friend, right? Because you're tripling the cash flow. Make sense? Take a screenshot of this. If this doesn't make sense, look at it later. But yeah, there you go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. We are solving landlord problem. The bigger the problem, the bigger the opportunities, the bigger the challenge, the bigger the value we can add. The owner challenges 3, tenant squat, eviction, time, money, right? Painful. Corporate clients, no eviction, no worries. The other thing is the owner, they have to maintain the property. A lot of the time they have to clean the toilet. They have to do cleaning. A lot of Airbnb owners actually go do the cleaning themselves. And I was like, why? Because it costs them so much money and they're trying to save some money. And next thing you know, they go over there and cleaning. I, I mean, I don't know, one of my, I recently had talked with a professor who buy her Airbnb and now she's cleaning the property. I'm like, and I did a massive break even. They're like, so you mean you've been cleaning for free? Or like you make as much as a cleaning lady as a professor? Why? Because they just don't know. They don't know. Because they don't have the cash flow, right? When we have the connection, the corporate clients, they pay a lot. So share that. Great jobs, you know, and they can do the cleaning. Like we hire professional cleaners, professional everything. Okay. The last thing is when owner manage, they usually no profit, right? They just kind of break even. They don't know where the money go, blah, 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 right? When we manage, we double or triple the profit for them. So here's $1 million pitch, right? Mr. Landlord, how would you like to double or triple your cash flow while I do all the work? Then shut up, let them process it. And they're probably going to say, interesting. What's this about? Boom. You see? Remember, you only need a couple of landlords to achieve your financial freedom. You don't need that many, right? Marcelino example, all you need is 4 properties. You need like 2 landlords with 2 properties each, or 3 landlords, and you're done. The rest of it comes from referral, right? You see? So interview them as much as they interview you, okay? Because they will need you more than you need them once you know where we know. And you only have spots for a couple, trying to just find 3 good partners. You be good rest of your life. You know, they will refer other people. The goal is to become the best and last tenant they ever have. When you do that, the rest will come from referrals. Just don't give up. Okay. Every month from there, you manage and then you scale. If you can do one, can you do One more? One more? 10 more? Absolutely. Just rinse, repeat, okay? There you go. What's the difference between arbitrage and co-hosting? Arbitrage, capital. We rent the property. Co-hosting, zero money down strategy. Arbitrage, pay first month rent, first month deposit plus furniture. Co-hosting, no need to pay the first month rent, deposit, or furniture. The profit arbitrage make $2,000 to $3,000 a month net. Co-hosting makes $700 to $1,600 a month. Arbitrage, you gotta put down some money for the first month rent, first month deposit, and furniture. Co-hosting, no money down. Okay, so really, I mean, not much risk. Not much risk, less reward, less risk. Arbitrage, scale, much lower than co-hosting. Okay, so arbitrage, you can scale 10 times faster than buying the property, right? Co-hosting, you can scale 10 times faster than arbitrage because there's no capital required, okay? This is the freedom formula. Put this down, screenshot this, put this everywhere. This is your blueprint. This is exactly what I did to get financial freedom. This is what I taught and have a lot of my students to get financial freedom from this as well. So month one, do one property, make 2K a month, right? Get your feet wet. In the whole month, do you believe you can do one deal in with the whole month? Of course, right? And if you can do one, can you do two in month two? Yes. So in month two, you do two more, now you're 6K a month. Month three, you do two more, now you're 10K a month. Literally in 3 months, you can be free, every one of you. Okay. And if you make more than that, do another 3 months, and then you have 11 property, make you 20 something K a month. That's $250,000 a year working 4 hour a week. I don't know any other business, any other opportunities you can make that kind of income. Working 4 hour a week with full freedom. Oh, the freedom that I talk about, I forgot to mention, is not just money freedom, it's time freedom, it's relationship freedom, and it's location freedom. This is a business I search high and low. Oh, that I mentioned, I also have my MBA. So I look at hundreds of different models, hanging out with a bunch of billionaires. I haven't found anything that allows you to have all four freedom. What I mean about, most people know about money freedom, but time freedom, right? Doctor and lawyer, they have money freedom, but they don't have time freedom, right? Relationship freedom, okay? If you have a ton of clients, a ton of customers, thousands of customers, how are you going to have relationship freedom? They're always going to bother you, right? If you have a bunch of partners, if you have a bunch of investors, raise money, you have 100 investors and you always have to answer their call when they call, you have no freedom. Got it? Corporate clients, they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to have any relationship with you, really. Just, hey, here, I'm going to wire you the money and that's it. Take care of my guys. Done. Or insurance clients, I'm going to wire you the money every month. Just take care of the family. Done. You see? And you don't have to talk to them every day. Not like any other services. You have to talk to them to make money. No. They actually want to leave you alone. Leave them alone because they want their privacy. Right? For us, we have to go to like Bora Bora or something. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. Now, location freedom. Oh, that's good. Anybody want to travel? What are some dream destination? Put down in the chat. Where would you want to take your family to that you never been, that you always wanted to, or you always promised them? Okay. How much longer you keep on breaking your promises to you, your family? Traveling has been the number one thing to make people feel alive, right? Anybody feel alive when you travel? I feel alive. Nice, Monique. I'm from Vietnam. There you go. Beautiful. So put this money into a trust, spit out 20 to 40,000, travel around the world. Your kids taken care of, generations taken care of. That's it, guys. Generational wealth. That's why my mission to help 1 million families get break the generational curses and build generational wealth. Hopefully you can be one of them. Co-hosting, financial freedom formula. Instead of making 2K, you make 1K because you're not risking anything. So, but you can scale very quickly, right? So 6 months, you can still make six-figure income. And if you do 3 a month, you can make it even faster, right? So book a consultation call with us. Go from there. Okay. All right. Okay. So I know it's a lot. And you're coming to the end here. I'm going to walk you through an exercise that change your life. This is the most important thing that you can do with your time, energy, and everything. So with that being said, everybody relax, lay back, deep breath, okay? And close your eyes, put a hand on your heart. Deep breath, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold it, 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe out all the way, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, deep breath, count to 4, relax, drop your shoulder, drop your eyelids, drop everything, just relax. Okay. One more time, deep breath. Breathe out slowly. Imagine you in your beautiful place, whatever it is. Okay. And now you're able to create anything you want to create. You can go anywhere you want to go. Well, you know, people are motivated by two things, pain or motivation. So you want to scale out 10 years from now, or even just this next year for us, 2026. If you don't do anything different, and you're not getting any different result. So what does it feel like if you get stuck at the same place a year from now? With the same challenge, with the same problems? How do you feel? Wasted another year of your life. How do you feel? Keep on breaking promises to your loved one, to yourself. How do you feel by the look of disappointment of your spouse, of your kids, of your mom, dad? And they be like, oh, here you go again. What we say is enough to your boss that keep on abusing you, and you keep on taking that abuse from your company. Now scale that out 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and you're still stuck in the same rut. How do you feel? What would you say to your younger self 10 years from now? You keep on stuck in the same rut. Now you're older, you have more health issues, you have more stress, you miss most family special occasions because you work too much, you got to pay the bills, you stress out, and your relationships suffer with your spouse, with your loved one. How you feel? I know you don't want to go there, but it's much better to go there now in imagination than reality. So go there. Go there if you really want to change. Okay? We're about transformation here. Not just rah rah, whatever, right? So you want to transform, go there, feel the pain, feel the disappointment into yourself. Just like the movie The Matrix. When Neo's about to walk out the car and go back to his life of quiet desperation, the other lady said, hey, Neo, you've been down this path before. You know where this end up, and that's not really what you want to do. Neo thought about it, looking back at the road ahead, going back to the way it was, looking at the lady where it could go forward. He decided to cut the pass, enter into the car, took the red pill, and live a life full of adventure, possibility, imagination, instead of a life of quiet desperation. It's up to you guys. You guys can take the blue pill and forget everything we talk about today. Wake up tomorrow, another day, same old, go back to work, same old, missing family occasion, same old, short on your paycheck, everything, living paycheck to paycheck, stuck in the 95 rat race. Rise to the top and still be trapped. Is that what you really want? If that's what you really want, you can really exit the Zoom now. You don't have to be here. And I wish you best of luck. Okay. But if you're still here, I know that's not what you want. So the question is, how much longer are you willing to keep on lying to yourself that everything is okay? That it's not too bad. And it's not so bad. That you always have another chance. That life can wait. That your family can wait for you to man up, woman up, and take action. And actually overcome your fear and conquer your demons and make it happen once and for all. How much longer are you willing to compromise? How much longer are you willing to bullshit yourself and not changing your actions, which will determine your results? That's the question that only you can answer tonight. This night could be just another night. Or it could be the night that you decide that you change your life forever. You get to decide. You have full authority, full ownership of your time, your body. Take full responsibility. First step to changing anything, you take full responsibility of where you are at in your life because of your own thinking, actions, consequences, whatever. If you believe that, when you do, if you are 100% ownership of your action and it's determine your result, well, could you change your action? Yes. And with different action, different result, right? You are in charge, guys. We sell ourselves short. Did you know the movie The Matrix is actually a documentary and it's not imagination? Okay. It literally showing you what you're capable of, which is unlimited potential. I personally believe we are sons and daughters of the Almighty God, right? I'm a Christian, or whatever faith you are, but deep down you know there is a God. We don't just happen to appear from the Big Bang and everything's by accident, and boom, we are here. Okay? So if you know you are son and daughter of God, everything belongs to the Father, belongs to us, right? So why are you going to the ocean with a teaspoon and ask for a drop in the bucket when all of this heavenly glory belong to you? Did you know that there's only one of you that ever walked the earth, and that's ever will walk the earth? Our billions and billions and billions of humans ever walk the earth, of creatures, trillions of creatures, you are the smartest one, right? If not you, then who? You are special, guys. Believe that deep down, right? God has a plan for you, a very special one, because you are unique. You are special. So what are you going to do? You have two choices, a blue pill or red pill. Take the blue pill, forget everything. You're going to get off this call now. You don't need to be here. Or a red pill, and you actually change your life forever, once and for all. Decide in Latin means to cut off. You cut off everything else that is a distraction, everything else that take you away from your dream, your goal of building financial freedom for you and your family once and for all with this. And get that freedom. Freedom is not free, guys. You have to fight for your freedom. Are you willing to fight for your freedom? Are you willing to just lay over and just take the beating the rest of your life? Which one you want to do? Okay. I know you're a fighter. That's why you are here this night after work. And I honor and respect that. And I want you to believe in yourself more. Okay. There's only one of you, Monique, one of you, Marcelino, one of you, Jordan, one of you, Carolyn, Henry, Joyce, and Mary, Latasha, Lucretia, Mercy. On. Let's go. Okay. Now, imagine the life of abundance. You took the red pill, you take the step of faith, you made this happen. And now, this year, 2026, is your turning point, the best year ever. You literally make tens of thousands of dollars a month, every single month, passive income. You live a life of abundance. You have absolute freedom. You take your family to your favorite vacation. Where would it be? You live in the most beautiful, luxurious home. Where would that be? What would that look like? We drive your favorite car. What would that look like? You take your family on the special occasions. You have time for yourself. What do you do for yourself? Now is a dream, your dream, whatever it is. How do you feel? Imagine as if you already accomplished all of it. It's a year now, and you have accomplished it. And now you set up your family future for generations to come. You took them to their favorite spot. You bought your parents their dream home. You pay off their mortgage. You take your wife to a surprise honeymoon. Again, recommit your vows. Okay? How would that feel? Or you finally have that beautiful wedding you promised your girlfriend, boyfriend, or your spouse, or your kids. What will you do for them? Give them the best school, right? You have enough funds for the Ivy League school. Or bring them around our community and let them learn from real life entrepreneurs and change their life forever. What kind of legacy you want to leave for them? Is it money or is it freedom? Is it a life of scarcity or a life of abundance? Is it a life of quiet desperation or is it a life of adventure and fun? Your choice. You get to decide. Tonight is your night. What you're going to do about it. Okay. Now scale it out and imagine you're doing the right direction. Where you're going to be 20 years from now, 30 years from now, when you're on your deathbed, a rocking chair, and you retire and you're looking back and you tell stories to your grandkids. What will you tell them? You could be an inspiration for them, or you could be forgotten and a lesson of what not to do. Okay? So I challenge you for the new year, and I'm doing this out of love from my heart to you, is ask you the tough questions and to challenge you. What are you going to do? The next step for you, if you want to be a part of what we do, is to apply. Apply get the strategy session in and see if we have alignment in what we do. Okay, if we don't have alignment, it's all good, but at least you know, right? Unless you want to just sit there and wonder what if the rest of your life. And that would suck. I don't want to wonder what if. I have turned every single rocks to find this opportunity for you guys, for me and my family first. And that's why I have the real freedom come responsibility. So I have the responsibility to share this now. Because it's not mine anymore. Nothing is ours. Okay. This strategy, this business, this community, it's all belong to our Heavenly Father. And I have the responsibility to share and help as many people as possible. So if you want to get help, if you're serious, book a call with me, with us. And I'm serious. Been here forever. I have hundreds of testimonials nationwide. Doing this for literally ever. So what are you waiting for? So last thing, I'm going to count down 10 to 1, and then we're going to celebrate your future, your life, as if you already accomplished it. And do this every single day, guys, okay? Every single day. This recording, listen to it again every single day. You'll change your day, change your life, the rest of your life. Do this for the next 30 days. You see the difference, okay? So count down with me. Put the hand fish in the chat. And if for those of you haven't made that decision, then what are you waiting for? Click on the link, book a call. I see you on the inside. Otherwise, let's count down with me. 10, 9, you're welcome to unmute you one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Remember to celebrate. 2, 1, as if you already achieved it. Celebrate. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Ooh, yes. Congratulations, guys. Awesome. Yes, yes. I'm so proud of you guys making this far. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you guys. I wish you guys the best. Much blessing to you and your family. God bless. Happy New Year. And take this and run with it, okay? For those of you who booked the call, I see you on the inside. Otherwise, take care, and we see you on another call next week. Probably same time, same place. Let's go. Okay. Take care, guys. Good night. Good night.
Good night.